What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Matt, and today I'm back at it again with another reaction video for y'all. And today we had the top 10 most venomous spiders in the world. Your boy don't mess with spiders. I don't tolerate spiders. A spider get up on me, I'm slapping him, throwing him, stomping him out. Your boy don't mess with it. But we finna check out the top 10 most venomous. We finna see what's up on the list, and we finna see how they look. I know the Black Widow go be up on there, cause you know the Black Widow poisonous spider, the Black Widow, brown recluse. That's all I got for right now, but let's check out this video.
Hello, I'm Simon Whistler. You're watching Top 10's Net, and in the video today we're looking at the top 10 most venomous spiders in the world. Spiders evolved over 380 million years ago and are a vital part of the world's ecosystem. However, just because they're old and important doesn't mean some of them aren't absolutely terrifying. Yes, many of them are harmless, but others we would rather stay away from because they're incredibly venomous. The good news is that deaths from spider bites are very rare, and they only do it if they feel threatened. So even though some spiders can kill you, they would rather not. Number 10. Yellow sac spiders. Yellow sac spiders are part of the Chiracanthium genus, and there are different species found throughout the world. They can be found in the United States, Australia, Europe, and Japan. Both males and females are about half an inch big, and they are often pale in color. One interesting thing to note about yellow sac spiders is that they love the smell of gasoline. This actually led to Mazda recalling.
He said they love the smell of gasoline. They getting high on ethanol. Then why the person in the video letting it crawl all up on him? If it's so venomous, he letting it crawl all up on it on forearm. Ew. Your boy not having that. Ain't no spider crawling all up on. I don't care if it's non-venomous or venomous. He ain't crawling on me. He go get a foot. I'm smashing him out or slapping him. But let's get back to the video.
52,000 cars in March of 2011 because yellow sac spiders were building webs in the emission system. Besides just being annoying to car manufacturers, yellow sac spiders are also venomous. The immediate bite of the spider is incredibly painful and can lead to redness as well as swelling. Luckily, unless someone has some allergy to the venom, there are rarely any lasting effects. Number 9. False widow spider. False widow spiders are first thought to have come to England in shipments of fruit in the 1870s. They are often cited as the most venomous spider in England, and currently their population is expanding due to climate change. The symptoms of a bite are often quite different. However, the bitten area can swell up to the size of a tennis ball. Professional soccer player James Gray was bitten by a false widow spider on his arm in March of 2016. He said at first he didn't think much of the bite. It just developed into a red spot. He said that he felt run down and didn't think that it was the spider bite that caused it, and attributed his fatigue to his training. He only found out about the bite when he went to see the team's doctor a few days after it happened. By then, the infection had spread and he was hospitalized. He had surgery and they cut the infection out, leaving a hole in his arm.
Bro, how you let your infection or wound, how you let a wound on your body get that bad without going to the doctor? He said you didn't think nothing. Who cares if you didn't think nothing of it? Still go to the hospital. I don't care if it's what type of spider it is. I'm still going to the hospital to see if it's poison or not. Now he's finna have a wound in his arm for the rest of his life. They're just nasty. Look at it. Ew. No, your boy not having that. You should have put some rubbing alcohol on it or something. Shit, or went to the doctor. You are a professional. You waited until the wound get that bad, then want to go see somebody? No, bro. The way I see it is, you don't have that much common sense, because any other person probably would have went to the doctor, put some up on their wound. That's just what I'm just saying. But hey, let's get back to the video.
He was ultimately sidelined for a month because of the spider bite. There is only one death related to a false widow spider. In 2014, Pat Goff-Irwin died after a month after being bitten by a false widow spider. However, this was never proved conclusively, and spider experts say that there is nothing in the venom of a false widow spider that could kill a person. Number 8. Brown recluse spider. You know when you see a brown recluse spider because of a violin-shaped marking on top of their cephalothorax, which is the fused head and thorax. This is why brown recluse spiders are sometimes called fiddleback or violin spiders. But what really sets them apart is that they only have 6 eyes, instead of 8 like most spiders. Brown recluse spiders are only found in the central and southeastern United States, and they are fairly small, about the size of a penny.
Like someone
However,
all up
for
on the
being a
side
small
of my
spider, they can
kneecap.
pack
Don't
a
do that.
powerful
Bro. I
bite.
don't know what
Luckily,
it was.
90% of bites don't require medical attention and usually don't scar.
That's
As
why I
for the
don't
other
like
10%
looking
who
at
are
spiders
sensitive
up
to the
on
spider's venom,
the.
well, it
That's why I don't
definitely
look at
isn't a
like
fun
looking at
experience.
insect or
First, they want
spider
the blister
video,
will
bro.
grow around the
Cause you
bites,
be
and
sitting there
the
looking
tissue
at it
may
and
become
feel like
hard.
some just
The
be
area of the
crawling
bite
on you
can
out of
develop
nowhere.
blue-grey or blue-white patches that have ragged edges and are surrounded by redness. Even more frightening is that the bite can develop into a volcano lesion. This happens when the tissue around the bite becomes
Bro, that just nasty. This is some informative stuff to let you know about spiders and how to avoid most of them and what to do if you get in contact or get bit by. But they just how people let their wound get that bad without going to the hospital, bro. You just sit there and let stuff bite you and don't put nothing on it. Don't ever come around me if you that type of person. But let's get back to the video, man. Folks are tripping these days.
gangrenous, and this results in a nasty open wound. As for how big these wounds get, they can be as big as a human hand. Usually it takes 8 weeks to heal, which is a long time to recover from anything, but it sounds like a lifetime for having a gaping gangrenous wound on your body. Luckily, fatal brown recluse spider bites are incredibly rare. There were only 2 reported deaths between 2004 and 2014. Number 6. The redback spider. The redback spider is a close relative to black widow spiders. You'll notice the striking resemblance. But the redback is only found in Australia, and they are recognizable because they have a red stripe on their back. The red is much darker on females than on the males. They are a medium-sized spider, and their bodies are about the
A medium-sized? They ain't no medium-sized spider. Look at that big old spider. He say it's a medium-sized spider. You gotta be out of your mind if you think that's a medium-sized spider. It got a lizard. What type of spider you know get lizards up in their web? Then you got the audacity to sit up here and say medium-sized spider? No, I don't want no spider that catching lizards and eating them up, bro. No, we can't have it. I'm not. But that's why I don't travel. Cause you know that you be going to all the other countries and the insects that be up over there and the bugs and stuff over there is bigger than the ones in the United States. And I'm dead serious. You got the bird-eating tarantula, whatever that thing called. It's bigger than the tarantula over here. No, your boy not traveling anytime soon and don't plan on traveling. I ain't never been out of the United States and don't plan on going. The farthest I ever been was to Texas and back to the south. And that's Louisiana. I might travel, one day. I might go to Disneyland or World, whatever it's called. But hey, let's get back to the video. Bro, no.
The size of a large pea. Luckily, most redback spider bites aren't serious. Only about 250 bites every year need antivenom. A person usually experiences sweating, especially near the bites, nausea, muscle weakness, and vomiting. We're pretty sure these symptoms would have been extremely uncomfortable for the man whose penis was bitten by a redback spider in April of 2016 while he was using a public toilet. Luckily, he was released from the hospital after a few hours of sheer panic and terror. Since the introduction of the antivenom in 1956, there has been one possible death caused by a redback spider bite, which would make it the very first death from any spider in Australia since 1979. In April 2016, 22-year-old Jaden Burley was bitten by a redback spider under his left arm. He was hospitalized for 4 days and given antibiotics. He died 3 days after being released from the hospital, so it's unclear if his death was caused by the bites or some other factor. Number 5. Brazilian wandering spider. There are 8 different types of Brazilian wandering spiders, and as you may have guessed, they are predominantly found in Brazil, with a few species spread out across.
Bro, the redback spider, he said the man sit on the toilet in a public bathroom and got bit. No.
Latin America. They are about 2 inches long with a leg span of about 6 inches. Brazilian wandering spiders differ from other spiders because they don't lure prey into a web. Instead, they spend most of their day in cool areas. Then at night, they hunt on the floors of the forest. They either wait to ambush their prey or directly attack them, making them some of the most aggressive spiders in the world. However, they are not aggressive towards humans. Actually, none of the spiders on this list are. Most of the time, spiders bite humans because they feel trapped and or cornered. That being said, you definitely do not want to frighten a Brazilian wandering spider. After a bite, the person may experience a burning sensation in the area of the bite, along with goosebumps and sweats. About 30 minutes later, a person's blood pressure may either increase or decrease, and their heartbeat may go faster or slow down. Nausea, abdominal cramping, blurred vision, hypothermia, vertigo, and excessive sweating are also symptoms of a bite from a Brazilian wandering spider. Another unusual side effect is that in males it can cause a painful erection that could last several hours. Needless to say, when a Brazilian wandering
Imagine all the people out there that so you get bit by that. They say it cause all them type of side effects. It sound like something that be on them commercial for taking pills or something. They said we'll cause this or we'll cause that if you consume too much of it. Bro, hey, I don't know what these spiders into or what these people be out here into. Then it said it'll cause an erection. Imagine all the dummies out there that could go out there and try and do this just to get an erection to see if it worked. But let's get back to the video.
spider was found in a bag of bananas purchased by a family in Leicester, England. The tabloids had a field day writing horror stories about the terrifying venomous spider that causes erections. The good news is that in most cases, the Brazilian wandering spider doesn't secrete enough venom in a bite to cause any serious damage. A study from 2008 found that from all bites, only 2.6% needed anti-venom. However, it is still important to seek medical attention after a bite because 10 deaths have been attributed to the spider. Number 4, the black widow spider. One of the most notorious spiders in the world is the black widow spider. They are found in regions that are temperate, dark, and dry throughout much of the world, including the United States, South America, Africa, Southern Europe, and Asia and Australia. The females are the most distinctive of the species for several reasons. The first is that they are about twice the size of the males, and they are about 1.5 inches long. They have an hourglass-shaped body that is shiny. Also on the underside, on the right abdomen, there is a distinctive red hourglass marking. They get their distinct name because, after mating, the female eats the male. Most of the time, people who are bitten by black widow spiders don't suffer any serious symptoms. However, according to National Geographic, their venom is 15 times stronger than a rattlesnake, so if they bite and inject a lot of venom, the person could be in a lot of trouble. At first, the person will feel a sharp pain at the area of the bite, like a pinprick. The bite area will then redden and swell. Then, as early as 15 minutes after the bite, pain will spread through the entire body, especially in the chest and abdomen. The muscles in those areas will start to cramp because of severe spasms. This may lead to difficulty breathing because the diaphragm can become paralyzed. Black widow spiders are rarely deadly to healthy adults, and
Bro, you get that many side effects from all these different types of spiders when they bite you. These spiders must be, they should be part of the commercials that they be showing it on TV. We'll call nausea, pain, anal leakage, and everything else. You know the little Enzyme commercial or the Zantac commercial. They say you take too many pills or this product, you get all this. This sound like the mesothelioma commercial. But let's get back to the video.
there is less than a 1% chance of a bite being fatal, but they can be dangerous to children, the elderly, and sick people. Number 3. The brown widow spider. As you've probably already guessed by its name, the brown widow spider is a close relative of the black widow spider. The brown widow spider is different in color, ranging from gray to dark brown, whereas black widows are brown to black. They also have an hourglass marking on their abdomen. They're about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long and are usually found in tropical areas. However, since 2003, their population has been exploding in Southern California. They hide in places that don't see much human traffic or in undisturbed areas like piles of brush or wood. The venom of the brown widow spider is actually more toxic than the black widow spider, but luckily the brown widow spider doesn't inject as much venom, and they are much shyer and less aggressive than black widows, so there is less of a chance of being bitten by one. However, when they do bite, oh do they hurt. One man who was bitten in the neck said that the pain was so bad after 10 minutes that he felt like he was hit with a sledgehammer. The symptoms start with redness and
He said he felt like he was hit with a sledgehammer, so that means he must have got hit with a sledgehammer before. That's the only way you'll know how it feel to be hit with a sledgehammer. Bro, you know how hard that you know how bad that gotta hurt to feel like you got hit with a sledgehammer, and them sledgehammers are heavy and big. Imagine get that much force put on you. Bro, you go piss your pants.
swelling. This is followed by cramps and spasms that can last for several hours. Luckily, there are no recorded deaths from brown widow spiders. Number 2. The Sydney funnel web spider. There are 40 different kinds of funnel web spiders, and they are all found in Australia. The funnel web spiders get their names because of the distinctive style in which they build their webs. They find wet ground and then build a horizontal web with a funnel in the center of it that often leads into the ground or some other type of shelter. The spider waits in the funnel until prey lands on it and then springs out and drags the prey down. What sets the funnel web spider apart from other spiders that build horizontal webs is that it uses irregular strings of web to set tripwires near the entrance of the web. This gives the spider an advanced warning that prey is nearby. One of the most dangerous of the funnel web spiders is the Sydney funnel web spider, specifically the males. They are generally found within a 62-mile radius of Sydney and are...
Bro, look at the fangs on that spider. Man, you talking about I would be running? If that spider want to catch a boy right here, I'll put on my Forrest Gumps and take off. That spider would catch that spider is too big for anybody to use. Look at that. Imagine running up on a spider like that just to see the fangs, bro. No. I don't want no part of that spider.
Medium-sized. Usually the largest are from 0.4 to 2 inches long. However, one at the Australian Reptile Park, which is used to milk venom for anti-venom, is called Big Boy and is a whopping 4 inches long. What makes Big Boy so terrifying is that the bigger the spider, the more venom they produce, and Sydney funnel web spider venom is some of the most dangerous in the world. In fact, if it were to bite you in your chest, it could kill you in 15 minutes. However, most of the time, people are bitten on their limbs. The male's venom contains a polypeptide.
Bro, he said bitten in your chest, you could die within 15 minutes. Who let spiders crawl up on them all up in their chest? Y'all people don't spray around their house with insect repellent or spider repellent. They don't go spray around their house. A spider, that spider 4 inches, bro. 4 inch marrying a... Man, imagine running up on a 4-inch spider that size. Man, no. I would burn my whole house down on some real stuff. Nah, I'm lying. I wouldn't burn my whole house down, but I burn the part that he end up. But let's get back to the video.
Peptide called robust toxin, which affects the nervous system of humans and primates, but doesn't really affect other mammals. What happens when you first get a bite is that it will be extremely painful because the Sydney funnel web spider has long fangs and the venom has a high pH level. After the bite, the person may start drooling because they have numbness around the mouth and excess saliva. They may also shed a copious number of tears. Soon they will have problems breathing and may lose consciousness. The good news is that there is an antivenom which was developed in 1981 and no one has died since its discovery. Before that, it was responsible for 13 recorded deaths. Number 1. Six-eyed sand spider. The six-eyed sand spider is a relative of the recluse spider and is only found in the deserts of southern Africa. They are medium-sized spiders, being about 0.3 inches to about 0.6 inches long, and they are covered in little hairs called setae. These hairs pick up particles of sand and makes a camouflage for them. In addition to covering themselves in sand, the six-eyed sand spider also hides by burying itself in the sand. When its prey gets too close, the spider simply ambushes it. There are only 2 suspected cases of this happening, but they couldn't be confirmed. However, studies in labs have shown that the venom is quite dangerous because of a toxin called cryotoxin. Once it enters the body, it starts...
He said cryotoxic. Cryo is kind of like frozen, I think.
Starts to destroy tissues and organs. So it ends up kind of acting like sulfuric acid and eats away at the flesh, creating a lesion. Shortly after being bitten, hemorrhaging will start and the toxin spreads to the kidneys and the liver, which leads to death. Currently, there is no antivenom. Fortunately, six-eyed sand spiders are notoriously shy. Perhaps we should stay clear of them unless you want to become evidence of what damage a bite could do to humans. So I really hope you found that video interesting. If you did, please do hit that thumbs up button below. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already for brand new videos just like this every day of the week. Also, over there on the right are a couple of other videos that you might enjoy if you enjoyed this one. And thank you for watching.
That's it for my reaction to top 10 most venomous spiders in the world. If you like my reaction, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The link to the video will be down below. Hey, the one about the man on the toilet, hey, that still getting me. Who go sit on the toilet at a public bathroom, bro? People tripping.